Hi, I'm Sichuan from Taste of Asian Food. I want to show you how to make a traditional pork knuckle dish that is very popular during Chinese New Year because it symbolizes prosperity and good luck. And you may have tried my Cantonese-style pork knuckle recipe which I published last year. And today I would like to do something different with different ingredients and seasonings. Now, this recipe will include some Sichuan peppercorns, some chili peppers, and the different sets of spices. So let's get started. Here are the steps. Now this is a pork knuckle which I have cleaned it with plenty of water and removed any debris and blood. Next, take a closer look of the pork knuckles. If you spot any hair, you can remove it using a tweezer or burn it with a blowtorch. After that, I'm going to put this pork knuckle in a large pot of water. Add some ginger slices, some spring onion into the water, some rice wine. Now we put the pork knuckles into the water and make sure the water is sufficient to submerge it. Then blanch the pork knuckle for about 5 minutes. The rice wine, the spring onion, and the ginger will help to remove the porky smell, the unwanted porky smell from the pork knuckle. Okay, now let's remove the pork knuckle from the pot. Then put it in a colander to drain away the water. So this is a braised pork knuckle recipe, and I have two important pre-steps to be taken. The first step is to blanch it with water to remove the porky smell, and the second step that I'm going to do it now is to fry the pork knuckle before braising it. And to fry it, the purpose is to make it more aromatic. Next, I transfer the pork knuckle onto a plate and add some dark soy sauce. Dark soy sauce serves two purposes. First, it darkens the color so that it looks more visually appealing. Secondly, the dark soy sauce contains sugar and it helps to caramelize the surface when I deep fry the pork knuckles. Look at the color, is now much better. Heat some oil in the wok, and once it is heated, now I'm going to put the pork knuckle into the wok. You will expect the oil will start to splatter, so make sure that you get ready a wok cover to cover it. Then turn it over to the other side to do the same. I'm going to fry this side a little bit longer. Yeah, now both sides are nicely brown. Look at it. So now let's remove it from the wok and set it aside. The spices I use in this recipe are bay leaves, cinnamon, star anise, cloves. This is dry chili, white peppercorn, Sichuan peppercorn, and the dry tangerine peels. Let's put all the spices into a small cloth bag so that it is easier to remove it after braising the pork. Heat some oil in a pan and then add the garlic, ginger, and the white section of the spring onion. And stir fry all these aromatics until it's fragrant. Then transfer into a stock pot. Place the pork knuckle into the pot. Okay. Add sufficient water to enough to submerge the pork. Now add the spices. Rock sugar. Light soy sauce. A bit of dark soy sauce. Some rice wine. Once it is boiling, reduce the heat and to braise the pork over bare simmering temperature. And it will take about 2 to 3 hours. During this process, we have to turn the pork knuckle over from time to time to ensure that it's cooked evenly on both sides. You have the option to cover or not to cover it. Since there's still lots of water, so I'll leave it as it is and I will only cover it later. I've braised the pork knuckle for about 2.5 hours. Now let's do a taste test. It's not salty enough, so I would like to add some light soy sauce and dark soy sauce instead of salt. I've braised the pork knuckle for 3 hours and it's now tender and soft. Let's remove it from the braising liquid. Then pour the braising liquid through a wire mesh strainer to catch all the spices and herbs. Now bring it to a boil, this time over medium to high heat. The goal is to reduce it to become a gravy. The volume has much reduced by now, so I'm going to use this one to make a gravy. But before that, let's make one last round of taste tests. It's quite there, but I prefer to add just a little bit more sugar. And a little bit of salt. The amount of this liquid is still a lot, so I'm not going to use all to make the gravy. Instead, I'll just take part of it to make the gravy. Yeah, that should be enough. Then thicken it with some cornstarch slurry. Okay. Arrange the pork knuckle on a serving plate with some vegetables and then drizzle the sauce on it. And it's ready to serve. That's how to make Chinese-style braised pork knuckles. It's a perfect dish for Chinese New Year because it symbolizes prosperity and good luck. And if you want to get the recipe, I've included it in the description below the video. Don't forget to subscribe, tap the notification bell, and give me a thumbs up. I'll take this opportunity to wish everyone Happy Chinese New Year. See you then.